Good morning, Katrina. Good morning to all your viewers, and thank you for inviting me to your program today.
All right, Attorney Rodriguez, let's start with your thoughts with regard to the explanation of some lawmakers that several omnibus provisions in the bicameral report are enough safeguards to guarantee that the printed version of the bill will prevail in case of discrepancies.
Nagsisinungaling yung mga mambabatas na nagsasabing ito'y typographical, grammatical, or merely printing errors. Katrina, pahintulutan mo ako magsalita sa wikang Filipino upang higit man na maintindihan ng ating mga kababayan itong napakasalimuot na usapin ng budget. I'll try to simplify to the best of my ability itong usapin ng budget. Hindi totoo na walang depekto ang ating budget. That's why we went to the Supreme Court. Nag-file tayo ng petition because we believe pagod na ang mga Pilipino. We have to put a stop to this circus. It's time to get serious.
Attorney Rodriguez, sabihin na po natin na mayroon nga di umano, ayon sa inyong camp, na mayroong mga mali o mga illegality doon sa national budget ng 2025. But at the end of the day, if accountability is what we are after, then why not just simply file maybe administrative or criminal cases against those who authorized or signed that bicameral conference committee report?
Because, Katrina, what you're asking is for us to not to do our duty as a citizen. This is criminal. This is falsification of legislative document. At ang gusto ninyo ay pipikit na lamang kami.
No sir, no sir. To clarify.
Alam niyo ba na ang halaga dito ay 6.325 trillion pesos? Hindi tayo pwedeng hayaan lang natin sila because yung GAA is nothing but a fruit of a very poisonous process. They have abandoned a clear constitutional mandate to safeguard every centavo of the Filipino people's money. That is why we have filed a petition before the Supreme Court.
We agree that there may be some irregularities in the budget as you allege.
Good.
But if you are mentioning na there might be a criminal act here, why not go after those who authorized, in your own words, this poisonous process? Why would you hold the budget hostage based on the words of Representative Zia Alonto Adyong?
We are not holding anything hostage here, Katrina. Tinatama natin yung maling-maling ginawa nila. Ito'y malaking kasinungalingan na walang depekto yung budget. And thank you for agreeing with me na maraming provision dito sa final bicameral conference committee report na blanco. Para lang maintindihan ng iyong mga manonood, ang proseso ng budget, hindi po magkakaroon ng enrolled bill kung walang naipasang tama, legal at constitutional na bicameral conference committee final report. Blanco yung report. At yan ay hindi mere typographical or printing error or grammatical error. Kitang-kita dyan sa screen ninyo. Panay blanco, daang bilyong pisong blanco. Hindi natin pwedeng palagpasin ito. Sapagkat ito'y pera ng Pilipino, hindi pribadong pera ng mga mambabatas. That is why nag-file tayo ng petition for certiorari and prohibition before the Supreme Court because we feel na napakaraming violated constitutional provision. And let me just guide our viewers, Katrina, hindi lamang yung blanco, pati yung pagbibigay na zero budget sa PhilHealth ay aming tinalakay dito sa aming petisyon sapagkat hindi pwedeng bigyan ng zero budget ang PhilHealth at yan ay labag sa ating saligang batas.
Okay, Attorney Rodriguez, assuming but not conceding that the Supreme Court will heed your request, your petition for certiorari, we will have a reenacted budget. But what will happen to those who signed this bicameral conference committee report? How exactly would they be held accountable when what you are questioning here is the constitutionality of their budget and not the actions of those who approved it?
Tama ka, Katrina. Hindi pa natin mapapanagot yung mga naglagay ng halaga dyan sa blanco. Bakit? Sapagkat patungo pa lang kami ron. At kami naghahanda ng sulat diyan sa Secretary ng House of Representatives at saka diyan sa Sekretaryo ng Senado na ibigay sa amin yung pangalan nung mga empleyado na bumubuo ng technical working group o technical working staff Nang sa ganun ay makita natin kung sino talaga ang dapat nating panagutin in violation of Article 170 of the Revised Penal Code, falsification of legislative document and falsification of legislative proceedings and usurpation of legislative authority. Ito lamang yung mga ilang kaso na isasampa natin. At kawawa yung mga miyembro ng technical working group kung sila maiipit dito. At I suggest sabihin nila yung totoo kung sino talaga ang merong makating kamay na nagsulat ng mga halaga dito sa bakanteng Bicameral Conference Committee final report.
Sir, bakit hindi po ito yung prosesong inuna natin? Why not prepare for this or file this first before actually asking or questioning the constitutionality of the 2025 budget?
I ask you, why not? Why not?
Primarily because if yung constitutionality again po yung kine-question natin, those who will be primarily affected ay yung publiko. Tayong mga taxpayers na makikinabang dito. It's even election year and the budget of the COMELEC may be affected. So why not instead go after those who signed, who approved a bicameral conference committee report that has blanks?
Because we cannot in our conscience let the Marcos administration makalusot dito sa unconstitutional 2025 budget. Pera ito ng mga Pilipino. Pera mo ito, Katrina, pera ko ito. Pera ito ng lahat ng taxpayers at hindi tayo dapat pumayag na gamitin nila ng unlawful, illegal at immoral